So right now what I'm going to show you how to make is my protein ice cream. This recipe is for Rocky Road. So basically it's like ice cream that's really high in protein. So what you do is you get a bowl and you add 1 cup of cold milk. Okay. After you add a cup of cold milk, you want to add 1 scoop of chocolate protein. I use the Nectar chocolate truffle. So you add 1 scoop of the chocolate protein. After you add the chocolate protein, you want to add some Hershey syrup. I use the Hershey Syrup sugar-free, and I get mine at Target for like $3. So, and add 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Okay, because that's the serving size. And then I get my little, oh gosh, I don't know what these are called. I call it my whizzer, because I don't really know what it's called. So, and you push a little button up here, and it like whips and aerates, has a little blade. So, take that and use that. Woo! This is hard with one hand. Take it and just mix the milk with the protein and make sure it's combined well. So after you do that, you take it and you put it in your ice cream maker. And I got mine at Target for, I think it was $30. And it's a 1 quart ice cream maker, and it's a rival. It has a little on-off button. See, this is what it looks like. And in here, this is a little pour spout where you put your goodies through, and it's got the little scoopy oop or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, and so it's got like a little non-stick thing, and this thing here you actually put in the freezer. You need to freeze it overnight. I just was too impatient, and I attempted to freeze it for a couple hours to make ice cream. Did not work out whatsoever. So freeze it for at least 24 hours, and then you take it out of the freezer. You get your ice cream mix, which is the protein, the milk, and the Hershey syrup, and just pour it in. Okay. After it's poured in, you just put the lid on. And the lid is actually really hard to get on. I will admit that, because it's kind of airtight or something tight. And so you have to line it up really well and push it on here. Hold on, I gotta do that. Hold on. Okay. The lid is really hard to get on. I think it's because the plastic expands a bit once it freezes. Because if you look right here, it's got a little whoop-de-woo, and there's 3 of them, 1 on each side, and so you have to put it down, and you have to actually push pretty hard and twist it. And because this expands a little, it feels like you're almost going to break it, but it doesn't break, it goes on. And so what you do, you put the mixture in a little hole, and this is ice cold, and you just turn it on. See? And it spins, 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 and it turns this into ice cream. And I have marshmallows. These are little mini marshmallows. And I have almonds. I buy raw almonds, and I don't put a lot, because this is just like 1 quart or 1 serving size of stuff. So this is maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of a cup of almonds, maybe 1/4 of a cup at the most. And you want to put the same amount of marshmallows. Like maybe, let's see, let me show you. I don't know, like marshmallows, you know, like a small handful, because this is just 1 serving of ice cream. Maybe 2, because it expands. But you don't want to put this till the last minute. So, but for now, you just let it do its thing, whoop-de-doo. And in this ice cream maker that you get at Target, you know the ice cream is done because this little thing that's going like that, when it gets too thick, it'll stop and go back the other way. And if it gets to a point where it's going like that, that basically lets you know it's too thick to spin anymore. You need to turn it off, or the little engine in here will overheat. So you do this for like maybe 30 minutes, and it'll give you like a soft serve ice cream. And then I'll show you, once it's done, how to mix in the ingredients. Okay, so after the ice cream is done, you get like a soft serve type ice cream. Yeah, and let me get a scoop. See? It's like soft serve ice cream. See? It's nice and thick. And what I do is once it's at the soft serve stage, I add the almonds and the marshmallows. If you add it while it's mixing, it kind of freezes the marshmallows, and that is just not cool. Frozen marshmallows kind of turn into little rocks. So what you want to do is just stir up the ingredients. Okay, so once you have all the ingredients stirred in, you just get your ice cream scoop. And put it in. See? And this probably has 2 servings worth, probably 4 ice cream scoops worth. So you scoop the ice cream, and then if you want to make it like super duper special, you put a little bit of whipped cream and sugar-free chocolate syrup. And this is the kind I get. It's made with whipping cream instead of like, I don't know what is in that non-dairy stuff that makes it whipped cream, but this is made with heavy cream, a little bit of sugar, and milk. And it has 20 calories per serving, but there are, I think, let me see, there's less than 1 sugar in a serving. So this is very low sugar for those of you that are kind of panicking about that. So you got your 2 scoops, a little bit of whipped cream, bust out, let's see, a little bit of sugar-free syrup, and you have 2 scoops of high-protein Rocky Road ice cream. And this is really high in protein because the 1 scoop of protein that I put in here was 23 grams of protein. Plus the milk, I use 1%. Skim milk doesn't get hard quite as well, so I use 1%. And the 1% milk has 11 grams of protein, so that's 23, 33, that's 34 grams of protein right there. Plus there's protein in the almonds. So you're figuring you're getting up to about 40 grams of protein for this one little batch of ice cream. So, and it's super good. Oh, and then a tip I have for this ice cream maker. As it freezes, it builds up a layer of the ice cream along the edge of this non-stick area. And it may sound kind of weird, but if you spray a little bit of Pam, just a little bit of Pam on the edges before you pour your mixture in, you can actually scoop most of the really frozen part off the sides with a spatula instead of having to chisel it off, which is good. So yeah, there you go. I hope you like it.